Hey guys, welcome back to Get Into It with Jason Hook, with me, your host, Jason Hook. So, a little early today, got some actual natural light, so hopefully there's no glare. I think the light above me is on. Electricity, man, fuck it. What we're listening to. So, what we're listening to here is Annihilation Time, Tales of an Ancient Age, also known as Annihilation Time 3. Some people call it now 3. This is the third LP. There is a download card in here. Alright, sorry. So this came out in 2008. This was actually their last LP. These guys blend a crazy mix of punk with just riffs galore. Kind of like rock, acidy rock, garage, punk, speed, crust. Awesome shit. I love this band. I love this record. When this came out, I was actually in California. And I bought it on CD from Amoeba. I don't know why I didn't buy the LP. I don't know if the LP came out later. But it was on TP Records. Came with one of these drop cards. It feels like it's like a credit card. Then it comes with this insert here, which opens up into a photo collage. Sick photo collage. Then you got lyrics. See, there's the 3 right there. Annihilation Time 3, or Tales of an Ancient History. Was that in the past? Ancient Age. I'm a dummy. So it's Annihilation Time 3 or Annihilation Time Tales of an Ancient Age. You'll see them listed as both. So, got a Mystic Records logo there. That's cool. But on this side, it's just got a band photo. The track listings to thanks. Thanks to all the dummies and fools we party with. So, this is Annihilation Time 3 or Tales of an Ancient Age, of the Ancient Age. I always fuck up that title. Definitely check it out. It says right here on the front, combining elements from the influence of Blast, Thin Lizzy, Black Flag, and Deep Purple, Annihilation Time has made a record that is the ideal mix of 70s rock and 80s hardcore. So, you guys can probably hear it. It's up loud enough. Alright, so what we're going to go, these purchases are the rest from Purchase Street Records, and some records I picked up at a record fair show type thing. Nice. So the first one we have here is Gauze. This came out in 2008 on Prank Records. Gauze is a Japanese hardcore band. They've been around since the early 80s. I believe this was their return LP. Thing about this record for me is that literally everything's in Japanese and I don't have any idea. So insert here, you got live photos here. And then on the other side, the song titles and the lyrics, literally, like I said, all in Japanese. These guys are the classic Japanese hardcore sound. I mean, some people like it. Do you consider it Burning Spirits? You can hit me up if you know anything about that kind of stuff. Got the Gauze logo here. It's just black vinyl. Fast, angry hardcore, sung all in Japanese, dirty, not really technical, just blitzing fast hardcore songs with like a certain sound which I can't fully explain because I'm an idiot, but you can tell a Japanese hardcore band when you hear one. And then also the best thing about this too is you got a guy here wearing the shirt of the band which he's in. But yeah, legendary Japanese hardcore. I believe it made one of Pusshead's lists, I'm pretty sure. I got this from Chris, who runs Painkiller and is involved with Radio Raheem. He sets up record booths at like these different fairs or shows. So that's Gauze. The record has a name. It's in Japanese. I can't pronounce it. I'm not gonna try to. Just look for the cover. I'm not gonna butcher it for you. Next is another Chris purchase. We got the Voorhees Spilling Blood Without Reason LP. This came out in 1994. Voorhees is a UK hardcore band. It's a throwback to simpler hardcore. It's not like when 94 was like the Mosh Chug Crew, Bead Necklace, Big Pants era of hardcore. These guys throw it right back. I mean, he's wearing a Discharge shirt. You guys can see. You got a Discharge shirt. You got an Infest shirt right here. The singer wearing an Infest shirt. So that just gives you an idea what it is. Power violency, thrown back, basic hardcore. This is on Armed with Anger Records, which is out of Yorkshire. But you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26 songs on an LP here. And it's just black vinyl. The Voorhees in the center. And then you get this insert here that's got a little live shot on one side. And it's got all the lyrics on the other. But this is some great stuff. I think they've been together. I think they're still together now, but they don't really tour. They might play in Europe now and again, or a fest. They put out a couple LPs, a couple 7-inches, a couple splits. I know they had they came back in or then maybe not came back, but they seem to have a little quick resurgence in the early mid-2Ks with new stuff coming out regularly. I know they played Massachusetts. I was in a practice space and I didn't go to that show. You know, for every good show I went to, there's 3 that I didn't. It bums me out, but I've never seen this band. But again, like I said, it's back to basic, no frills hardcore. It's fucking great shit. No brainer to dig this, guys. If you're into the 80s hardcore sound, Voorhees right here. This is the record you guys need to hear. And it's so weird to think that it's 24 years old. I was 12 when this came out. I probably didn't hear Voorhees for the first time until I was 18. So, this had already been out for a while. I missed the boat on this stuff, but just great stuff. That's Voorhees. Make sure you're spilling blood without reason. Next, I have another purchase I made from Chris here. This is a no comment discography. Can't really see. It says no comment at the top, and then right here, 87 to 93. This is on Deep Six Records, and it's basically it's everything the band ever did. All the 7-inches, and there's some live tracks on here as well. There's multiple live tracks on here. Power Violence, California Power Violence. There's like 37 or 38 songs on here. These guys are out of Hollywood, California. Just got these silver labels with like really nice art on them. I don't know if it's gonna come out that well. And you get a lyric, just a lyric sheet right here. These guys are just really fast, like 37 songs here. Really fast blasts of hardcore power violence. California, power violence. Now, I love these fast records, man. They're just, you put them on and you rip right through them. But that's no comment. Next, we have one I'm going to get into here. This is from Purchase Street. So this is one. This is a record store day. I think maybe Black Friday. I don't even know. I didn't know this was out. So this is the Scream No More Censorship record, but this is a special Black Friday edition. So what you get here is it's got a little OB strip here, but it's underneath the seal. It's underneath the shrink. So I just folded it inside like that. And it's a different cover than the original. Now, if you guys don't know Scream, they were an early DC hardcore band. The first LP, called Still Screaming, which came out on Discord, is fucking amazing. It's one of the most underrated hardcore records in my opinion. It's very like punk influenced, very like, they knew how to play, and there was like a groove to it. It wasn't just, you know, which I dig but I also dig kind of like the melody type hardcore. But this is way later. This is way more rock, I would say, than hardcore. The thing about this record that makes it popular is that Dave Grohl played drums on this. This is before he moved out west and joined some other band that got popular later on. But because he's from Virginia. These guys are from, you know, the Maryland, Virginia area. But this is a repress on Southern Lord. It's on this clear orange, translucent orange vinyl. I wrote something down so I wouldn't forget to talk about it. So this originally came out in 1988. I don't own an original copy, so I don't know what the original, like, what the insert looks like. But but I'm figuring that this is for this record store day thing. So it looks like a cool composition notebook. Used to have these in school. And what you get in here is the way they did it is that it literally looks like they just recreated the singer's composition notebook. So you got band photo. This is young Dave Grohl right there. So you got lyrics, and then you got more lyrics. You guys want to listen to a song called "Fuck Without a Kiss," which is on here. More lyrics, and then there's an article here that's so to be frank, Scream pissed on their support band from some height. These giants in Washington D.C. have refined their art to a staggering precision. Hardcore is supposedly your basic rock, but Scream are almost learned in their pursuit of sensual sonic violence. How can they sound so thick, so heavy, yet move so fast with such agility? The superb tempo twists and hold and release techniques mash my mind up something beautiful. And it's not all high velocity haze. Solidarity was slowed, transformed into an epic, gorgeous ballad. Scream looked like they could go the way of Husker Du. They are gods. So, I mean, you must have really... I would fucking cut that out too if I was in the band. Again, and then you just got more lyrics. You got random notes here. But what they did that kind of bums me, as you can see, you can see lyrics on the back, but on the back it's the article, so they just basically scanned a page. Weird stuff in here. Things you'll need for ritual: blessed knife, bell, holy or blessed water, rain or purified, anointing oil, olive oil. So it's got all these like notes in here. Right here you got this cool thing. It's all the phone numbers and names for touring contacts. We're all naked babies. Another phone number owes us $7.69. You know, there's a song, Anti-God song here with an Oral Roberts article cut out. And then here's a band shot, colored one. So these guys right here are brothers. That's a singer and that's the guitar player. There's Dave Grohl, the Skeeter, the bass player, and I forget his name. It might have been something Davison, but they called him Harley. So again, just more lyrics, random articles cut out of papers. An American flag here. And then you got like these kind of portraits. So there's Skeeter. Look at that. He's wearing a Kingface shirt. Damn shirt. It's the young Dave Grohl. Then another more like just group shot here, just from this era. Another group shot. Then you got a list of distributors here. West Coast is Rough Trade. Reno's Kevin Seconds. Flipside, SST. And on the back you got a final line. It says in memory of Naomi Peterson, which I figure might be her. I'm not sure, but just great band. Like I said, they started off as a hardcore band. They veered very heavily into rock. They kind of did it right, in my opinion. I know some people might not dig it. Some of those bands just kind of, like, these dudes could play. They knew what they were doing. I dig the later stuff. I like the early stuff better. I'm not going to totally fucking lie to you. But I can handle this stuff. More so than some of the other, the later SFT type shit. So, and also, the brothers here, one of them went on to be in the Foo Fighters for like a minute. I forget what record he's on. He's in one of the videos as a guitar player. I think it was before Pat Smear started playing with. Oh no, Pat Smear always played with him. Did he? He was in the band for like a minute. And there, on the singer of this band, his brother actually was the Foo Fighters like road manager for a long time. But that's Scream. This is called the No Censorship record. No More Censorship 2017. It has, just check it out. There's going to be a link below. I know some people are going to hate this and spit on it, but I dig it, so screw you. Next, we have this band from New York called the Nihilistics. I'm saying the bands before I pull the records up. And these are all from Purchase Street down in New Bedford. The Nihilistics, Bad Dirty Hate. So the Nihilistics are a New York hardcore band. They started, I believe, in 1979. Oh, so I'm trying to grab the insert here, but it's probably... So there, every single one of these is on green vinyl. I think I wrote down the number. There's no number on it, but it's on Visionary Records. Band started in 79. This came out in 89. This was their second LP. I've never really seen a lot of these floating around. I don't think it's highly valuable. I just don't think you really see them. But these dudes are, the name's fitting. The Nihilistics. The songs are about drug use. There's working class, song about working class, black leather. There's some songs about girls hair. There's definitely some non-PC type stuff on here for you guys that are sensitive to kind of stuff. There's something, they talk about girls a certain way in some records, some songs, but they also kind of talk about themselves in another way. So I don't think it was really meant to be disrespectful, quote unquote. I know some people get bent about that kind of stuff. Kind of in the same, if you guys watch my last video, it's the same notch about fear. There's kind of an attitude with it. But they wrote a message here, and so I'm just going to read it to you. By now it must be clear to all observers, Nihilistics will never die, never compromise, never change. For years people have mixed semantics about music, fashion, etc. We have always negated the bullshit posturing. That is why we survive and thrive. Reality never changes. We make no apologies or excuses for our own rationality. However, for a quick understanding of inspiration, I suggest you read a paper or watch TV. Or for that matter, look at your parents or yourselves. For those of you that believe themselves too sophisticated to look to ingratiate yourself with others with cynical critique, it should be obvious that you just don't matter to us anyways. You will either be dead or pushing some shopping cart in the supermarket anyhow. To those of you who have always been around and enjoy our view of existence, that's good. Since you do not pander to politics, philosophy, or record companies, you may be rest assured that we will always have material to present. As already demonstrated, we are the first in all likelihood, unless death steps in, be the last. See you all next time. 10 years have gone. But we'll always march on. Hail the Nihilistics. Not just a band, but an undying idea. Nihilistics, what you think? Absolutely no one but themselves. So just to give you an idea of what you're going to hear on here. New York hardcore, man. Different than other, Massachusetts kind of had a little bit of like a suburban living in the city type thing. In California, they were jocks. Most of them are gang members. And New York just had street kids. If you guys are into punk and hardcore, you already know this. I'm preaching to the converted here, but New York was street kids. California was jocks and gangs, and Massachusetts was suburban kids, and then the Midwest was just Midwest kids. It's very different, I believe. But Mike King, the bass player, I think passed within the last couple years. But there's also a warning on the back here. This record contains adult language and situations. Nihilistics and Visionary Records distributors or any agent assume no responsibility for physical or psychological harm that may stem from the content of this album. I always love those. When they put those on records. G.G. Allen always puts them on. But it doesn't say, warning, this record sucks, or something like that. Warning, this record sucks, 18+. But check this out. Also, Dirty Dave Finster, the drummer, is like a metalhead. This dude's rock, big mics looking like that. The singer, Pretty Boy Ron Rancid. Check it, dude's legit. This guy's legit too down here. And then you just got kind of like the hair metal drummer. I'm not making fun of him. I'm sure he's a cool guy. But this is the Nihilistics out of New York City. Bad, Dirty Hate. Good, clean fun crossed out. I'm also stoked they made the record the same color vinyl as all the font is. It looks really awesome. But guys should check this out. It's New York hardcore. They mix in kind of like some songs have kind of like the sleazy 70s like punk sound to them. Some are straightforward hardcore songs. It's definitely like some fast shit, but it's not off the rails. It's not super speed, but and it's not metal. It's definitely rock, sleazy punk rock, hardcore. That's the Nihilistics, Bad Dirty Hate. Now I'm gonna get up and flip the record again. I just knocked the wire down. Look at the stuff behind me. I'm gonna trip on this thing and fall. You guys can all hear me take a digger. I'm home alone, so I'm talking to myself. Alright, it's alright, I'm back. So what do you guys think of this earlier type thing? Is the lighting better? Is it too dark? I'm seeing weird shades. My phone's a piece of junk. Take a sip of this. Cat's looking at me. Alright, let's continue. Next we have if you guys have seen my other videos, or my last one, I have a copy of NOFX's White Trash, Shahibs, and a Bean. This came out right before Punk and Drublic, which is kind of like the record that I think shot NOFX to super fame. It has the pop punky sound they became known for, but it's not as dialed in yet. They're back here, you can see all their shoes. So this is actually a repress. This came out in 1992 on Fat Records. This is a 2009 repress of it. You know, we got malt liquor for the White Trash guy. You got black beans for the Bean. Matzo balls for the Heeb. It looks like, can't tell what those are, but the other one. So they're making fun of themselves. They always do. Because I know the word Heeb and a Bean. There's no hatred involved in this, guys. I also like how you can see Fat Mike's not looking too fat. He's got pierced nipples on the cover. But the thing about this one, so this is a 2009 repress. That's on white vinyl. I guess it's limited to 300 on white vinyl. These are actually pressed in 2008, sat in the warehouse for a year for a reason before they were distributed. I found this in the wild. I think I have an original 92 press. I'm not sure. I just grabbed this when I saw it because I'm not 100% sure I have one, or I might have a later pressing. I just want to get an early one, and then eventually I want to get an original, and then this might be given away. Who knows? But you can tell it's actually Fat Records and Epitaph, and you can tell this is a repress because down here it doesn't say jacket printed in Canada. But you guys all know what this is, hopefully. I've always wanted a pair of those NOFX shorts, but I was 10, so I don't think they make them anymore. But you guys know what this is. Like I said, it's right before they were just starting to refine that pop punk sound, which they're extremely known for. It's a little loose. It's got the classic song Sold Out sticking in my eye. Bob's on here. Bugly Eyes. Johnny Appleseed, the version of Straight Edge. Bugly Eyes. Did you ever go to sleep with Bo Derek and wake up with Bo Diddley? But it's, I mean, I love this shit. You guys know I do. I'm a pop punk kid through and through. Came up through this stuff. I dig hard punk and hardcore, but I'll always have a soft spot for this. And they just announced that they're playing, for you guys live in Massachusetts, in Brockton, at where like a independent baseball team used to play called Campanelli Stadium in May with Bad Religion. So I already bought my ticket last night. It was $40. It's like a craft beer fest. But yeah, that's NOFX. If you guys want to go, let me know. I'm definitely going if you're gonna go. Just, run across this video. So next we have someone completely different than NOFX. This is a new Templars record. This is their first one in 10 years. I know I'm going to slay this. Deuce Vault. The Templars are like a skinhead band from New York. Very rock, very garage rock influence in my opinion, the sounds. They have a very distinct sound with like a hi-hat and the way the guitar sounds. This is on red vinyl. And it's on Templecombe Records. Short hair, heavy boots, big beat. And then I've joined the Templars Club. Okay, these guys have been around forever. I don't even know when they started. Long time, I want to say. Late 80s? I could be wrong. But they're still a band. They play out every once in a while. I just saw them last year here in Boston. But you got photos here. And one of the guys in this, if you go way, way back in my archives here, one of the dudes in this band, I believe it's this guy right here, wrote a book about skinheads, which I showed in one of my videos. But these guys are great. I mean, I've always been a fan of, like, they put out so many different records. The songs are anywhere about being skinheads, like history, just straight up history. Just really awesome stuff. You can't miss with this. This also came out on Pirates Press. And again, I was going to order this and I never did because I'm a dope. And then I saw it on the shelf at the store and I'm like, I gotta take it home. But that's the Templars Deuce Vault. Please don't kill me. I know. No, it's alright. You gotta definitely check this out. You got the band shot on the back, the songs. It's a Pirates Press logo here. Alright. Next, the next three releases are going to be old ones. Some interesting stuff here. Now, I grabbed this. This is AC/DC's Let There Be Rock. I mean, do I even need to say anything? Do I even need to take it out? It's Bon Scott right there. Just looking at it back here. So these things, I mean, you guys know for the most part, you can find these AC/DC records anywhere. This one's got, you know, again, similar to in my last video, the Sabbath record. It's a little partied on, but it's a fucking AC/DC record. And the song "Let There Be Rock" is awesome, and it's fucking sweet. It's on Atco, so I don't know if this is upside down. I'm not sure if this has it originally had an insert or anything to it. This one doesn't. When Malcolm, there's like 200 and some odd versions of this record. I believe this is an original press or close to it. I don't really care. I didn't pay that much for it. It's a big gouge on the cover here, but the record sounds fine. When the Malcolm Young died, so what was that? Before Christmas or right after? I just like, you guys need to look up the video for Let There Be Rock, because it's fucking awesome. This is pre-Back in Black. They're a dirty bar band. They're just looking, you know, there's no big production on here. It's just jamming, like like head bopping, just fucking rock and roll. Whole lot of Rosies on here too. Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Bad Boy Boogie, just great stuff. This AC/DC's Let There Be Rock. You should already know this. I should not even have to talk about it. Next, I bought this single here, which is Metallica's Harvester of Sorrow. Now, these are these classic singles. I believe this is from 1988. And that AC/DC record's 77. This is on Vertigo, right before Injustice for All came out. So the A-side is The Harvester of Sorrow. And the B-side is two songs. It's Bread Fan, which is originally by Budgie, and The Prince, which is originally by Diamond Head. Budgie's from 73 and Diamond Head's from 1980. And I know this is going to come out, so I'm just going to read it to you real quick. It says, not produced. Engineered by Mike Klink and Toby Rage Wright. Rough mix by Fleming Rasmussen. We later attempted to mix these songs properly, but somehow the energy and feel got lost along the way. So here they are in their rawest form. So this is a cool little, like, these singles. The thing about these that always kill me, man, is the sleeves are always, like, really like cheap as paper, and the records are always usually really thin. So a lot of these are usually a beat the hell, and this is actually really clean. This is a nice, clean one. I like on the back here, it says Language of the Mad. The front, Metallica, you got the Pusshead artwork, Harvester of Sorrow. Then you got Language of the Mad, and then you got them all looking cool with shades on. Newstead there, but was this the first release after Cliff died? Like before Harvester, maybe before Justice for All came out? This is definitely like a. Or did this come out after? I should look that up. I don't know if this single came out before or after, but it's on Vertigo. There's a million different versions of this. It was just a nice grab. I have a couple Iron Maiden ones of these. These like they're almost like singles before you know, but they're vinyl, so it's only 2 or 3 songs. Usually different like alternative cover art or something. But that's The Harvester of Sorrow, 2 covers. So if you saw my video I made a little while ago, so what I'm starting to do is since I'm seeing them in actually I was gonna say next month, a month. I'm seeing Judas Priest on the US tour that they're doing. So I've always had greatest hits records or just mixtapes or CDs. So what I started doing, I've been buying the LPs when I find them. So I grabbed this copy here of Screaming for Vengeance. So this came out in 1982, the year I was born. So I could probably use this one of those Born videos. But I didn't make one because I've been busy. Anyways, so this is Screaming for Vengeance. It came out in 1982 on Columbia. Again, classic. Same thing with the AC/DC record. The Sabbath record from my last video. Rowan Hard, Put Away Wet. You got tape on the bottom here. It's missing the insert. It's got busted seams. It's got some writing on here. These are some on the front here. But it's a fucking rager, dude. It's a fucking dude. The Hellion into Electric Eye. Are you shitting me? Screaming for Vengeance. You got another thing coming. I mean, this is when they were in the I believe. I mean, I don't know what was going on. You guys that were around. This is when they were just putting out jammer after jammer. Still. So on the back here, it's got the quote: "From an unknown land and through distant skies comes a winged warrior. Nothing remains sacred. No one was safe from the Hellion as it uttered its battle cry, screaming for vengeance." But Judas Priest, you guys know it. Dig it. Love the logo. And then I grabbed another Priest. That's from Purchase Street. This is from Chris. I grabbed this, which is Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, live record from Japan. I like how the live in Japan's like down here like this, and the record's like this. It's just a weird thing. Now I got a question to ask you guys. Are these photos, this one and this one on the back, actually from the show, or are these things fucking posed, dude? I didn't bother to look it up, but I mean, this guy, he's staring right in the camera right there. The smoke. You know, so, you know, the fucking hell guitar. So just, I mean, let me know if you guys know the story behind it. But this came out in 79. So they already had a bunch of records coming out. And this is before the 80s explosion. Like, you know, this is before Breaking the Law and, you know, this one here. So they still had some absolute jammers out, but I feel like maybe in mainstream, I don't know. I didn't bother to look it up. I haven't read anything about it. So you guys that were around, fill me in. Was this kind of before, I mean, metalheads loved it, but before Judas Priest was on the radio and whatnot? Because I'm clueless, because I was a baby. I wasn't born in 1979. I wasn't born yet. But this is a live record. Great recording for a live record. I don't know if it's a canned fake one. Again, fill me in. But I mean, I'm $10. I had to grab it. This is Judas Priest Unleashed in the East. I plan to almost have all their records, hopefully, by the time they play at the 23rd of March. So that's all I got today, guys. So thanks for checking me out. My cat might jump up here. She's behind me right now. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Please comment. I love to, like, I usually answer them at like 5 in the morning when I'm at work, or 4 when I wake up. But shoot an answer, shoot a comment, ask a question. Tell me I'm completely wrong or right about something. And I just want to close out with this one. I am throwing that flea market, April 21st in Hanson. I'll hold this, maybe this will be the thumbnail. But I'm throwing this flea market, so come check it out. Definitely come check this out. There's going to be the guy, I sold all the tables, and the people that are going to be here, fucking bangers, dude, selling heat for you collectors. And there's a bunch of other cool shit that's going to be going on at this, so check it out. It's my first one. I'm super nervous about it, but again, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys can hear this, but I'm going to take off now. Bye. Have a good day.